I just wanted to do a really quick update on where price is right now. I'm gonna try and do it as fast as I can so that the video is not that long. But caveat or not caveat. Here's the thing: I'm learning, so this is all about my journey of learning, and I might get some stuff wrong. In fact, I'm sure of it, and I may be wrong more than I am right. I expect to be right more than I am wrong because that is really what I'm shooting for. But what I've done here is this ghost pattern. It's called a bars pattern. I put that here last night to kind of have a bias as to where price was going. And as you can see here, it actually made it to this resistance level that I thought it would go to. Okay, this is resistance level. You can see it better on this 4 hour here. Boom, boom, boom. Where price stopped in this area right here, we call that a zone, and there's a zone of resistance there. And if we were priced above it, and things would hit that, like if some, for a lot of times it's both resistance and also support. They call it supply and demand. So I'm gonna just say what my bias is right now. We'll put it back on the 1 hour and move this. Okay, so this is what we can see. So these are not trend lines, these big, thick blue lines. This is me, because I'm learning structure. And so in that, I gotta do this, okay. So in learning structure, sometimes I have to just put it on there, remind myself where I am in the structure, okay. So price typically will have a push, right? So right now, this would be considered a uptrend here on this 1 hour. And so this is a push. This is a correction of the price. This is continuation of the trend. This is a push. So this is a correction. This is a continuation of the trend. So it's push, pull back, push, pull back, push. And then here, this is actually a pullback. And the reason why it's only a pullback, you would actually look at it and be like, oh, this changing trend actually is going to start going down. It's possible that it will. It's possible that it will, but it hasn't yet. This is our lowest low, and this is our highest high. So in order for structure to break and change the direction of the trend, it would need to break this level right here, okay? So I kind of have it marked here. Strong 1 hour low price. Price goes below it and it will break character or break structure, okay? And then once it breaks structure, now we have a new lower low. And then once we have that low, and then we would already have a lower high. So we would then be looking at like, okay, it's possible now that we're on a downtrend, or we are on a downtrend, okay? So right now we're still on an uptrend. So right now I see a push, pull back, push, pull back, push, pull back, push. And all of this is doing over here is consolidating in this, again, this zone area, okay? This zone area where price likes to bounce around inside. It's a supply and demand zone, okay? And so it's not a big deal. We're just trying to see where price is going to go next. And so my bias is that it's going to continue up. I have this Fibonacci on here. Let's see if I can go to a clean chart. And where am I? On the 1 hour. Okay. So I'm on the 1 hour. I'm on a clean chart, and I put it on point A to B. Pull back. Okay. I put it on, let's go to fib. I put it on point A to point B. Let's move this down. Oops. Point A to point B. Is that where I want it? And this is my push. And then, so the Fibonacci is a retracement tool. So it's kind of tells us, okay, well, if this price retraces this much, it'll go this far up in this trend this trend. Okay, so like this right here is showing that this Fibonacci is going to tell me how far price is going to go up. If I had a Fibonacci, for instance, over here, and I wanted to see how far, this is, don't look at where I'm putting this, but you can see it will be a downtrend, right? So this will be a downtrend. All right. In this case, you can kind of see point A to point B, price moved all the way up here. It's not, this is not right, but anyway, let me just delete that. All right, so again, like I said, I'm learning, so don't beat me up. But if I'm looking at this and I have this Fibonacci on here, point A to point B, okay, price has now pulled back all the way to an 88.6, which the rules for that is price will take a while to play out. And play out meaning to get to these take profit zones. And these are take profit zones. And the way Jessica Laine has taught us is that basically, the farther the price retraces back, the further it will go. And depending on where it retraces, it may take some time. And so that's all I feel like this is happening here, is it's just going to take time for this price to push up. And if I go back here, it's going to take some time because it's got to go through all these resistance levels. Okay, so price is going to probably come up here. See, it's coming down, but it'll probably come down. Maybe it might test this area again and maybe come back up. You know what I mean? It's we don't know. We just have to keep looking and seeing what price is doing and reacting to what it's doing. So I think it's going to wiggle around here somewhere, keep pushing, and then move up for a higher high. And I think it's possible that we may see it hit this Fibonacci level here for a take profit. Okay, if I was, in a trade for the week, perhaps this is what I'd be looking to accomplish. But again, I'm not trading right now, so I'm just trying to get a bias as to where market is moving. What else? So yeah, so these aren't trend lines. These are just showing structure and where we are in structure. Another thing I have, there's some fundamentals that are going to be coming out here soon. Fundamentals are like news, things that are happening in the economy. And one thing is going to be happening is the Fed rate is supposed to cut. When they cut the rates, usually the dollar reacts by losing some oomph. So it loses value. It actually lowers the value of the dollar. And so I believe if the dollar is lower, then the GBP will be higher. And so this price shall go up. If I'm wrong, you can comment it in there and please explain to me whatever. I'm again learning and I'm having fun with it. So I don't have any, attitude about someone knowing more than I do. But let's just look at the 4 hour and just see where we are in structure for the 4 hour just real quick before I hop off. I don't think it's quick. I'm already 9 minutes in, but I have here, this looks like, let's see. We have the trend up, that's more of a bigger time frame. Let's see. So if we were on a trend here, for the 4 hour, we have a push. Let's do it. We have a push down, a pullback. This is a break of structure. So this is indicating that there is a change in direction of the trend. So this is a downtrend, a new lower low, a new, excuse me, a new lower high and a new lower low, right? And then here, we haven't broken, let's see, have we broken structure? So this has broken structure just a little bit, but I'm not thinking that it really has. So I think we're still in a downtrend overall for the 4 hour. And we're going to see if this breaks this and changes the correct character, or it doesn't and respects it and starts to go down. But my bias is that we're on a push, pullback, push, and then a push, pullback, push. And I believe this is actually going to go higher, just like I have it going higher here. I believe it's going to go higher here. So that's that's what I'm seeing right now. And let's see if my bias changes over the weekend when I do a more informed analysis of this. This is just me kind of playing around with the knowledge that I have, but I'm actually going to deepen my knowledge over the weekend and do my analysis to stay on course. So that's all I have.